Yo, welcome to another episode of KLM University. I really appreciate y'all guys for tuning in. Today we got a special guest, a special brother of mine I want to introduce y'all to. So I actually put together a nice little introduction for my brother because I had to make sure I introduce him correctly. So he's a motivational speaker. He's a positive thinker, philanthropist, and most importantly, he's the owner of CMG Landscaping. My man secured multiple $1 million deals and contracts with the state. So I want to wait. Oh, I almost left out one thing. He also employs tons of people that need jobs. He works with tons of people that need jobs, right? And he also has an ebook that's called 8 Secrets to Turn Your Pain into Profit. I want to introduce my brother, Chris Gregory.
What's happening?
Let's go, bro. How you doing?
I'm all right, man. I'm blessed.
Thank you for joining me today, bro. It's been a pleasure. It's been a long time coming. I always wanted to get you on my stage so we could share your story.
No doubt.
So I just want to start with letting the people know who you are, right? You have a strong story, so share it to them. Tell them what you want to know about you.
I'm Christopher Gregory, owner of CMG Landscaping Maintenance, where I'm more than a landscaper. And for the people that see me on the internet, I holla I'm more than the landscape. I'm just a guy from St. Louis, Missouri, North Side. You know what I mean? That been to hell and back. You know what I mean? And I just, I throw a lifeline out there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to give them. You can either climb up out the hole you in or hang that motherfucker around your neck, one or the other. You know what I'm saying?
So how was it like growing up for you, bro? Like tell us your journey, man. Like, come on.
So growing up for me, man, it was pretty much like it is for 7 out of 10 Black Americans, Black males in America. I was raised no father. You know what I'm saying? My mother was a diehard alcoholic, emotional, physically, mentally abusive. She took it upon herself, decided when I was 12 years old to hit it, move to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? She was supposed to be gone for 3 days. Wound up being gone for a month.
So who y'all wind up staying with?
It was me, my sister, rest in peace, Tracy, one of my sisters that passed, and my little sister. So she's supposed to be gone 3 days, bro. I can remember this shit like it was yesterday. Called about a month later, told us to pack it up. We was moving to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I had a little hair on my nuts, so you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really, I wasn't feeling it. I'm the only boy.
You like, I ain't gonna leave my friends just
you already know.
Come on, man. You already got your life set right there in Missouri.
Exactly. So when she came with this big, burly motherfucker, 250-pound stranger, you know what I'm saying? Naturally, me being the only boy, I'm a feel away.
Hell yeah.
So that day I decided that was probably gonna be the last ass whooping that I was taken by anybody, you know what I'm saying? But mainly her. So when she came, bro, she was like, pack it up. And I'm just asking questions, you know what I'm saying? Like, where we going? What we doing? You know what I mean?
You said what age was this again?
I was 12.
12.
Yeah, I was 12 years old, bro. And she wound up leaving me in the house. Say, you want to be grown? Then you can have it. Stay your ass here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I thought she was bullshitting. So she wound up leaving. About a week later, the lights cut off. You know what I'm saying? You know, cell phones and shit wasn't big back then. So I'm steady looking out the window and shit like, man, I know she on her way back. You know what I'm saying? Lights hitting the, you know what I'm saying? She ain't come back. So I wound up going next door to one of my partner's house. And, that was the first charge I caught. I wound up going to get a sawed-off shotgun, went up to the grocery store. Like I was literally hungry, you know what I'm saying?
So you doing all that just to survive, bro.
Yeah.
Not even intending to take nothing really. No money, just really.
Yeah, I was pump faking. You hear me?
Wow,
I was pump faking. I knew once I, you know what I'm saying, once I booked that thing, you know what I'm saying, guy coming out the grocery store, you know what I mean, let me get the bag. It just so happened he had a ring and shit on, so I commandeered that, you know what I mean? But that wasn't my whole mission. My mission really was just to go up there and get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? I wound up getting caught. Stupid ass coming through the cut. I was in a spot called Berkeley in St. Louis. Yeah, I come running from behind the house. I got a sawed-off shotgun. Berkeley police like.
Did it ever get better from that point? Like, or
no, it got a lot worse. Yeah, I mean, it can't really get better, man, when you sadly misguided. You know what I'm saying? By a bunch of other dysfunctional motherfuckers. So it got a lot worse.
The hood pretty much just to get some guidance in a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
well, I mean, I was just
that's
playing
all we
the hands
really
I was
got
dealt.
sometimes, and you just try to get some guidance from somewhere, and you turn into the hands of somebody, that may not give you the best guidance, but that's all you got at that moment.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really know if it's good guidance or bad. It's just it just is what it is for a lot of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy. So when I guess keep going, did it just get worse from there?
Well, so I got charged as an adult, certified. I wound up breaking out of juvenile, got caught. They tried to certify me. They tried to charge me as an adult. I stayed in there till I was like about a year and a half. They wound up letting me out, but the only way I can get out was through my parent consent. So her and my old dude came together, and so they used to have levels up in juvenile. Probably a lot of the homies probably still remember this shit, right? So you used to have like level 1 day 1, 1 day 2, 1 day 3. When you get on level 3 and shit, you get to have a pizza party, ice cream. You know what I'm saying? You get to have and stay up to 2 o'clock.
Okay.
So I just so happened to be on level 3 when she came to get me, right? So
he's like, man,
when
I don't go.
Yeah, when they come to get me and shit, she like, they making me sign the papers. I start crying and shit. I'm like, man, why don't you come back tomorrow and come get me? I'm like,
I just made it to level 3.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to get my
exactly.
Like, nah, I feel you.
Yeah, she broke down crying and shit and was like, God damn, you know what I'm saying?
Stay here and come with me.
Yeah.
And that's what she felt.
Yeah,
and you ain't wrong for that, bro. Because at the end of the day, like you ain't know what you know.
Exactly.
Right? And what's making you feel good at the time. So that shit was about to make you feel good.
I was with the homies. You hear me? It was like boys camp to me. You know what I'm saying? But I wound up going up there and I got banned from all the schools up there and shit. Some guys that jumped me, they wanted me to be a Black Peace Stone. But at the time I was already claiming Roller 60 Crips. So, you know what I mean? It was a conflict of interest, you know what I mean? So some guys that jumped me, I aired that motherfucker out, and they wound up putting me out of all the schools and shit. So I went back to St. Louis and shit. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to transition. So when did you get to Atlanta? Like, how did that happen?
Well, I got to Atlanta. December 2nd. One of my homies got killed by the police. And the people that I went with, it was me and a couple. Of my close relatives, which we claim cousins. We ain't biological.
Sometimes family is closer without blood.
Yeah, but they wind up getting murdered at the wake. I wind up getting shot in my foot. I got shot in the foot, and I was hiding up under a Cadillac Escalade. You know what I mean? Shots ringing, boom, 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 and that was the first time in my life that I knew that I was scared, you know what I'm saying? So I asked my high power, bro, if you let me from up under this motherfucking truck,
I ain't gonna never come.
I'm done. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Prior to that though, it wasn't nothing that I wouldn't do. You know what I mean? I didn't really know that I had an option to not do what I was thinking. You get what I'm saying? I thought if I said it, I had to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's real. That's real. So do you want to tell us a little bit more about your story? Because I feel like you got so much that you can share. And I'm going to get you.
It's like how much time we got.
Bro, we got some time. We got some time, man. I really want your story to get put out there. And I feel like I really want people to know because you came through shit, bro. Like you went through some shit.
So, I mean, like prior all to that, all I did was commandeered things, wave pistols, now that I'm older, I had a lot of issues that had to be rectified. You know what I mean? I had the Napoleon complex. I'm the age I am now. I'm 5'6". I'm 130 pounds. You know what I mean? So you can only imagine being in the projects in St. Louis how, you know what I'm saying?
Know, bro. Yeah.
The bigger the cap, the bigger the pilling. The bigger the strap that I would carry, the better I felt. You know what I'm saying? But really, the whole time, man, I just was I just was trying to be okay. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I really just turned into everything that I had feared. You know what I mean? In order to be okay.
So so that's when you decided to leave St. Louis?
Well, I decided to leave. I was in interrogation for about 7 hours. They beat my ass and shit, and they was basically kind of insinuating that I had something to do with the murder. You know what I'm saying? Which I didn't. These was my people. You know what I mean? So they kept saying, well, how did you make it? Cause one of my people, like we was all standing side by side, you know what I mean? One of them got shot in the head. One of them was in a wheelchair. He got shot in the chest, shot twice in the chest, once in the head. I wound up pushing the wheelchair over. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I wound up getting shot and shit. Cause it was just my instinct. when I pushed the wheelchair over, I fell over the wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? Before I know it, I'm like, it's time to go. Whole time I had a ratchet on me, running like a motherfucker. Though, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, when I came from up under that truck and they locked me up and shit, I was just you know, the whole time that they was asking me what they was asking me, I knew that I was leaving. You know what I mean?
So how soon after you got to Atlanta did you start doing like your landscape? Like when did you find your way?
It was late on. So I was 32, bro, when I first got my first job.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I had never worked my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I was 32 years old. My first job, I was actually a sign waver.
What?
Yeah, for Liberty
you was one
Tax.
of the niggas dancing?
Yeah, with the headphones on. You know what I'm saying? We got the pumps and the bumping and chicken head and shit.
Cha.
Yeah, so I mean, because at that point in time, man, I didn't have a work ethic. I didn't know where I belonged as far as on this side of the track. You know what I'm saying? All I ever done prior to was you know, keep me a side chick, you know, rob, cheat, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You just trying to go to straight and narrow, just a little bit,
I knew in order to find myself that I had to do everything different. But what different was, I had no idea what it was.
Yeah, so you just got a job and just say, fuck it, let me just try to do something right.
Yeah.
Do something, you know, on the straight and narrow just to make sure
I'm
not doing what I was doing before.
Exactly. I wound up losing that because I wound up beating some motherfuckers up at the job. I was still, I was fresh from the loop. So I was still, you know, stuck in, I was still stuck in my ways.
You could take the person out the environment, but you can't take the mind, you know, the what they say. How they say
you can take them out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of them.
Yeah, that's what I meant. But yeah, that's what kind of like what happened to you pretty much. You got stuck with the same mindset, even though you left the environment.
Right. I still got the same mindset, but now I just practice doing something different so long to where, you know, I can think what I think now without acting on it. You know,
I don't think that's the same mindset. I think you actually think different. I think you just make
better decisions.
Better decisions, but you're still the same person.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't think that the core of who you are is still in there, bro. And I think that's not gonna ever change, right?
Yeah.
I just think that you make different moves now, but you're still the same person.
No doubt.
Let's go. So yeah, you said landscaping. How did you get into it again?
Well, I got in landscaping. So like I said, my first job I was a sign waver, and then I transitioned over to a laborer. Construction labor. I wound up getting a job. A motherfucker came to me and told me basically we need a laborer. So I was a laborer, aka do-boy. You get what I'm saying? They used to make me get in manholes since I was small and shit. They would always it was a bunch of pale skinned people that I worked with, you know what I'm saying? And I wind up almost losing that job just because when I came to Georgia, the sense of humor and the way that people
like a little racist.
It's racist, and they just, I mean, the South just different. You get what I'm saying? Not different good, not different bad. It's just different than where I'm from. You know, the wittiness, people slick, disrespectful. You get what I'm saying? And really don't nothing. The same things really don't transition here.
So socially is different.
It's
than
different.
Where you come from. Yeah, I'm from New York, bro. So
Yeah,
it's
extremely
different. We mind our business. We keep it focused.
Yeah.
We just keep moving. But when I came down here, it was a culture shock in how they communicate too. They start talking to you on the side, and we just start making conversation. So it was a lot different. But
Exactly.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get hit with that culture shock.
Yeah.
But go ahead, I'm listening.
So where was I at? What I say?
You were saying that you was talking to some guy, and you said you was working, and they just started talking.
Manhole.
Yeah,
Okay.
manhole. Yeah. You said they started talking a little crazy.
So I was a
do
do-boy, right? So they used to throw me in the manhole with buckets and shit. I would have to jump in the sewers and clean the soil out the bottom of it, right? So I'm just a kid at heart, so it was a bunch of big machines around, right? So what I wind up doing, I wind up making one of my foremen give me they got these ringer keys called master keys, and they go to Takahoochee, Caterpillars. It go to any machine that you can think of, right?
Like a skeleton key.
It's like a skeleton key.
Yeah.
So what I would do, I would break in the job site about 2-3 in the morning, out there fucking shit up, right? Because I knew that if I learned how to operate this machine, I get my ass up out this manhole. Yep. I ain't gonna be the do boy no more. You know what I'm saying? So one day, man,
myself that shit.
Yeah. So one day, my foreman, man, he got sick and shit, and I had already been coming in and out the job site for like about 3 months. You know what I'm saying, on late night shit. So he was telling us to shut it down, and he was like, yeah, we can go home. I was like, hey, Corey, man, let me let me put a piece of pipe in the ground because I was a pipe layer. That's what it was. He was like, man, you ain't no way you gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying?
Trying to get you
so I get on Caterpillar 326. I don't know if you know equipment and shit. It's the excavators, the biggest that they got though. I get on that motherfucker, slam a piece of pipe in, and he looking like, first thing he say, oh motherfucker, that been you. That been you breaking, breaking up in this motherfucker, right? So he wind up letting me run it, and I don't know if you know about the Atlanta Streetcar Project down there, off Auburn and all that shit. Okay. Where the train come through the trolley. Yeah, that's where I was at.
Yep.
Yeah, so he wind up giving me 3 more guys. I ran a 4-man crew for 2 years down there. Yep. Then I wind up going to North Dakota.
That's dope. So you finally got out that hole.
Yeah. Got up out that hole. And I got a call from North Dakota. Went up there, laying pipe when oil was real big. Yep. Okay. And wind up leaving there. They was on some racist shit.
So it really took you a while to get to landscaping because I'm like, I didn't even know all this stuff. I knew you for a while.
Yeah,
I'm like,
landscaping, bro, was not
crazy.
It was not even a conscious decision.
I think you have to go through everything that you went through to get to this point.
Exactly.
Sometimes God put you through those little missions to get you to your bigger, the bigger purpose, right? And you have to be prepared for those moments. So I think he was just putting you through your little trial and error just to get you to your to your main purpose.
Exactly.
That's dope, like that you went through that.
No doubt.
Not that you went through that, but I'm happy that you got,
made it through.
Yeah, you made it through that because now look at you now. Like,
it ain't got nothing to do with me, you know.
You here to stay now. Yeah.
And that's one of the main things I did, bro, when I came to Georgia. I kind of just started to understand the spiritual realm of me more. You know what I'm saying? I gained the conscious contact with the God of my understanding. I ain't talking about the God my grandma had me scared of and shit. I ain't talking about the God you know what I mean? I ain't talking about that
God. You got your personal spiritual, like your personal spiritual connection with God.
Exactly.
That's different from religion. People don't understand that sometimes.
Exactly. Yeah, religion, just like gang banging.
Sometimes the grandparents, they had that religion there, but they didn't have.
Religion, like I say, it's like gang banging. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The Baptists can't eat with the Christians don't eat with the Muslims. The Muslims.
It's really separation if you think about it.
Yeah, it's like gang banging.
Yeah, that's what's going on in Israel and everything. It's just it's going to separate you, that religion, but spirituality connects you to the actual spiritual being.
No doubt.
Yeah, so that's dope. So you got connected with God a little bit more.
Yeah, and then like I just started to learn who I was. You know what I'm saying? Like prior to, I really didn't really know. Like I say, I hustled my whole life, right? But I was really only hustling because there wasn't no other option. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what everybody else in the hood was doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everybody was trying to survive.
Yeah, I always felt like it was something else inside of me. You know what I'm saying? That I just didn't know how to tap into.
Yeah. So when was that transition? Because I'm just trying to get the people to see, like,
so what happened was
because you went through so much, bro, and it's just like, how the hell
I can tell you exactly
did you
what happened.
Get to this person? Like,
so like I said, I was laying pipe. It got 56 degrees below zero up there in North Dakota, right? So the dirt was like concrete. The shit was hard as a motherfucker. It was only about 3 of us up there, like. I was at J Mac Resources. Jerry, what's happening? Yeah. I was up at J Mac Resources, and so 350 feet of pipe was classified as production, right?
Every day you had to do that. Every day?
350 feet of pipe. You had to lay 350 feet of pipe,
and then you got your job done for the
day. Yeah, basically that's production. That's you making money. Yep. You get what I'm saying? So it got 56 degrees below zero, so the dirt was like concrete, right? So, like I say, I was one of the only black guys on the crew. I got in about 119, 21 feet, something like that. But none of the other guys got no pipe in. They might got a 45, and I don't know how much you know about pipe, but you got different fittings. You got 45s, you got 90s, shit like that. They might have got a 90 or 2 on, right? They called me in the office. Hey, Mr. Gregory, what happened out there? I'm like, fuck you mean? They like, yeah, you ain't make production. You know what I mean? So I'm like, ain't nobody make production. Guess what they told me, bro? They said, we ain't talking about everybody else.
We talking about you.
We talking about you. And if you don't feel like you're going to be able to make production, then we might have to find somebody else that can.
Wow.
Yeah, the way that it made me feel, bro, I almost felt like I was finna jump over the desk and boop bop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I already know.
I was finna go.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because you know they singling you out.
Yeah, I was finna go back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So what happened about 2 weeks later, a pipe bust in Bismarck, North Dakota. And they called me in the office. Because truth be told, they know who to get it done. They come out, hey, Chris, we need you to go to Bismarck, North Dakota, woo-woo. So I'm sitting.
So they ain't let you go at that time, but they just
I walked out.
They made you feel some type of way.
Yeah, no, they ain't let me go. He just said what he said. Okay, and then 2 weeks later, I did what I did.
Yeah.
only because so really, man, I did this shit out of spite. You get what I'm saying? So when he asked me to go up there to Bismarck, I said, hey man, I think it's probably time you find somebody else to do it. Right? I jumped in my car in North Dakota, 30-hour drive. I jumped in my car, hauled ass back to Georgia. I didn't even have a plan. I didn't know where I was going, what I was doing. I just felt good doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm riding and I make a few calls and shit. And my people, he was already doing landscaping. So I was trying to get a job with him. You get what I'm saying? But he had just got fucked out of a whole bunch of money from another project that he was on. So he was like, hey, you can use my equipment and shit, right? So I wind up using his equipment. And one day I pull up, his old dude got the shit locked up, chained up, told me I couldn't use it no more. I was there about 2-3 weeks using it. So then I went and bought me a push lawnmower, a weed eater, a backpack blower. You know what I'm saying? I already had a truck that I bought in North Dakota.
How you getting your client? You get his old clientele, or you just
I was door knocking, flyers, business cards, word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? Basically,
just marketing the business. And
it's the same as what I did, right? So I used to hustle. I used to sell narcotics. I used to sell that. So it reminded me of the same thing. Like the two was the same. The game was different, but the rules are the same.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I tell sometimes the best hustlers could be the best businessmen too.
Yeah, I mean, it reminded me of that. It was the exact same thing. So I just really just started trying to corner the market, right? What I did, I came in and undercut. When I knock on your door, if you had a landscaper, if he was charging you 50, I was charging you 30. You get what I'm saying? And then what I did the following year, I just took it back up to what you said that you was already paying, or added $10 more to it, and because I knew you would be willing to pay it.
Yeah. So how long it took you to get to the point where like you was able to build a team? Because I know that's a lot of struggle for
a year and a half.
Yeah, because a lot of entrepreneurs, they struggle.
So I hired an amigo.
Person.
The first guy I hired was a Spanish guy. I cut grass, bro, every day, 7 days a week for a year and a half. Right, just me.
Yep.
I hired this one amigo. It just so happened he had like 3-4 brothers, right? And what it was, one of his brothers did hardscape, right? So what I did, I hired him first, and I'm talking about, man, we jumped out the gym with the shit, right? And then I hired one of his brothers. So what I did, I started to incorporate hardscape with the landscape.
So hardscape is like putting down concrete,
retaining walls, pavers, patios, porch extensions, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I started to incorporate that. That was about 2.5 years, and then that's when I stumbled up on the DBE. You know what I'm saying? The knowledge of the DBE, and that shit changed my life.
So yeah, let's talk about that. What is the DBE?
It's a disadvantaged business endeavors, disadvantaged business enterprises, and what it is it's a system that's been created for us, for anybody that's disadvantaged. If you're making under $1.32 million per fiscal year, then you can be certified.
DBE?
Yeah,
What?
you can be a
I
DBE.
didn't know that, man.
Women, men.
Any kind of business.
Any
it
kind
don't
of
matter.
Well, it's not any kind of business.
I mean, I know
transportation, aviation.
Okay, transportation, aviation. Okay, all those
janitorial things of that nature.
Okay, anything like hard labor, like not necessarily hard labor, but just hands-on, like landscaping, plumbing, and all stuff like that.
Yep.
That's dope. So, what happened with that? Like, what happened?
So what happened?
How did that change? Yeah, how did that change you?
So what happened? I had a close associate that worked for a bigger company, and so this how it goes. The bigger companies, right? They used to corner the market with landscaping. So the government put a system in place called DBE where they can no longer corner the market. So the only way that they can get the multi-million-dollar contracts, they have to have a DBE vendor, right? So what happened was they wind up telling me, hey, asking me about did I have my DBE. I didn't have no knowledge of what it was. So when they asked me, right, I told them, no, I don't have it, but it wouldn't be nothing to go get it. You get what I'm saying? So they started me on a project before I even had it. You get what I'm saying? So while I was on the project, I wound up going through the rigmarole to get certified, and when I got certified, bro, it was the best move that I ever made in my life.
So is that what helped you get those government contracts?
That's the only way that I got those government contracts. Without the DBE, I wouldn't have got them.
Okay, because I know a lot of people was trying to figure out like how do you even get in a position to get something like that?
Well, you just got to be structured properly, bro. It's And that's a lot of what I teach. You just got to be structured properly. It's not as complex as you would think it is. Once you gain the knowledge of it, it's just a matter of being committed to it and doing it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us just won't do it.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
how many contracts you have out there?
Well, so I just won about 6 within the past 3 weeks. So I'm merging over.
Goddamn.
Yeah, I'm merging over, switching lanes. So right now it's a lot of infrastructure going up in Georgia, right? So erosion control is really big. So I just threw a couple shots in the dark. You know what I mean? I also created a system because what the state they want the lowest responsive, right? Who can do the work that's certified at the lowest rate? You get what I'm saying? So I created a program that show you basically the number that you should be to be at to win the bid.
Yeah, to be competitive to win the bid.
Exactly.
Okay, that's crazy. So what's your, like, how far do you see yourself going? Like, how big do you see yourself going, or how big do you want to get?
I mean, what I'm coming to find out just through trial and error, that less is more when you're talking about landscape. I mean, basically, if I don't grow any further, I'm grateful. You get what I'm saying? I've done things that none of us has ever done or accomplished when it comes to landscaping. You get what I'm
Sometimes
saying?
maintenance is the goal, right? Like just maintaining and just trying to stay where you are, because people try to grow too big. You want to
So that was one of my issues. I blew up too fast, right? And what it was, I didn't have enough at the time. I didn't have when it first started to happen enough willing participants, right? And guys that's like minded with me that could move on the same trajectory that I could move. You get what I'm saying? So in the beginning, it was rough, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was rough. Slowly for surely, it started to smooth out. The more I learned, you know what I mean? Hit my head a couple times.
How you find like quality workers, like, because that's sometimes a hard part too.
So sometimes you can't find them. You got to create them. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to create them. And with that, so when you can read a man's heart, you get what I'm saying? If he got the same goals, dreams, and admirations that you got, then that's something you can work with. You know, the skill set to come later. But you know, that's basically what I look for, man. Real live individuals that they got character, that they got responsibilities, kids, baby mamas, wives, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
They need the money, and they need to be consistent.
Exactly. They need the money, and them the ones that most of the time, 9 times out of 10, they'll be serious. You never believe me, I done hired since 2017. I done hired over 250 individuals. Wow. Yeah, recovering addicts, ex-felons, you know, the black sheep that everybody else turn away. I give them an opportunity. I give them a shot, and you know, like I say, I give them enough rope to either climb up out the ditch that they in, or you can put that motherfucker around your neck and hang yourself.
That, bro, because a lot of people don't want to give people like that a chance, and you know, people like that need a chance, and you'd be surprised how much that could change the hoods and the neighborhoods that we live in. Because sometimes, like you said, people just doing certain things just to survive.
Exactly. I mean, because like I said, I was once one. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like I said, you got to get away to make a way. You get what I'm saying? I was just determined, and I was sick and tired of my own shit. You get what I'm saying? And when you get to that point, it really don't matter what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? Once you get sick of yourself,
that's when the change comes.
That's when the change comes.
So how many people you have working for you now then?
Right now I got 16. 16?
Okay. Yeah, that's dope. Let me see if I got another question, because I really wanted to pick your brain while we was here. Let me see if I got something. Now, I know the people, we didn't talk about this, but, you know, should I bring it up, the situation that we talked about?
What's that?
Your addiction, bro?
Yeah, you can talk about it.
Yeah, because I just want to know, like, you know, and I know you struggle with it in the past, and sometimes, you know, people that struggle with addiction, they feel like they can't do anything past that drug or past that addiction, right?
Right.
I feel like I just seen somebody that just overcame a lot of it. Not saying that you completely overcome it. Yeah. I mean, overcame it, but you're overcoming it, and you're doing a really good job, bro. Like you told me since 2014 or 2010?
Yeah, 2010.
Come on, bro. Yeah, like, that's big. So you really are overcoming it. And I just want to know, because we just lost Rich Homie Quan, you know, not too long ago to addiction. So what would you give to those people that, you know, that struggle with addiction, that's trying to get to a place like you?
Surrender. You know what I'm saying? Say something. Ask for help. You get what I'm saying? So like I say, my story was similar. You know what I mean? Bro, I just got tired of fighting a fight that I eventually knew that I wouldn't win. You know what I'm saying? A monkey can't sell bananas, but that's why that's what it was. I wind up becoming curiosity killed my cat. You get what I'm saying? I made a lot of money from it, but I also lost a lot from it. And it wasn't until I surrendered, bro, and reached out to something outside of myself. You get what I'm saying? See, I used to use all my pain. I used to hold it near and dear to my heart, but it was just so I could justify and rationalize the bullshit that I was doing. But subconsciously, I didn't know at the time. I had to get away and figure out the pros and cons of me, who I was, what I wanted. Bro, I was 32 years old and really didn't know what the fuck I even wanted. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know.
How did you know to surrender at that moment in time?
Well, because if I didn't surrender, my ass was finna die.
Yeah.
I was stuck up under a Cadillac Escalade. 32 shots went off. You get what I'm saying? So it was like a scared straight program for me. You know what I'm saying? When I came from up under the truck, bro, my people head was wide open.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? His head was wide open, like whole brain on the sidewalk. You know what I mean? And I knew at that point in time that I don't think I want to go out like that one. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a matter of making a decision. But a lot of us, bro, when we trapped in a certain section, right? And we all be wanting to change, but we don't even know what the fuck change is. What does change look like? So I just got determined, man, on becoming the change, right? I knew that if I didn't change, that I would die. You get what I'm saying? By the grace of God, I missed that fentanyl era and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I was one of the ones that if somebody came in the hood and said, man, hey, somebody just OD'd, I'm gonna know where that shit at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was one of those. You know what I mean?
So I think you meant to be here, bro, for a reason, bro. And that's why you just got to understand, like, sometimes I just posted something on social media today, like, you don't get trophies for certain things, like, and you surviving and make it through everything. There's no trophy for that, but you winning right now, bro. That's really the prize that you're getting out of everything.
Well,
look at you, bro.
So I'm winning for the simple fact, bro. I'm a present father.
Yep.
You know, I'm a better brother. You get what I'm saying? I'm an uncle. I'm a mentor. I'm a business owner. Something that I never had. Like, bro, I never would have even thought about being why would I need to own? Like, my connections through intersections was sweet. I used to get really decent prices. You know what I'm saying?
I go straight.
Exactly.
What's the point?
Yeah. So I mean, like I say, man, if I don't make another dollar after today, I'm a success. You get what I'm saying? Where I'm from, bro, a lot of us don't live to see this age. And like I say, 2022 was the first time I made, I did 2.8 million. You know what I'm saying? From landscaping. You get what I'm saying? My homies they ain't doing that. But I throw the lifeline back and I tried to reel them in. Come on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I'm a part of a dying generation where I kind of, entice them to do some of the shit that they do.
There's not too many like us that's gonna try to teach people the way.
Exactly.
And show people how to get in a better position.
So a lot of people, the stigma is rap, basketball, football for us. Yeah. I promise you, bro, I be with rappers all the time.
Sometimes they
ain't touch what I touch.
Come on, I already tell people like that too. That's why I had to realize.
Yeah, they ain't touch what I touch.
I'm really doing something real life, goddamn it, because I'm around these people that come through my door. I'm like, it's not really what it looks like, bro. It's something, and that's dope. Like you in that position, and that's why, your story. People with your type of story has to share that shit. Bro.
Yeah,
because people have to hear this. Not everybody make it out.
Right.
And some people that never experienced something, they get to hear something that's inspiring. You know what I mean? I think that's why I want you to tell your story.
No doubt.
But real quick, I want you to tell them about your book, 8 Secrets to
Turn Pain into Profit.
Okay, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
What's that about?
It's just basically a mindset book. You get what I'm saying? Some of the principles that I applied, that God saw fit for me to apply in my life, man, to be able to do what I do today. You get what I'm saying? Like I say, bro, none of this shit that I do or have done was part of my plan. You get what I'm saying? I can't really I can't explain it that the war is spiritual, bro. Period.
Absolutely.
There's nothing else. The fight is between good and evil.
Absolutely.
Right and wrong. There's nothing in between.
Red
that
and white
shit.
shirts, red jerseys and white jerseys.
Yeah. So but it's a lot of smoke screens and whistles that'll keep you from tapping in with the higher power, the higher self, God, Buddha, Yahweh, whatever the fuck you want to call them. It's real. It needs some acknowledgement, bro. You gotta isolate yourself sometimes and tap in with it, right? And it start doing some things for you,
I feel
bro.
like it don't kick in. I don't think you get the best blessings out of life until you actually acknowledge it and start taking it serious.
Yeah, you got to take it serious, bro. But a lot of us, we don't know how. So that's why I feel like I'm morally obligated to a sense. You get what I'm saying?
So, as you think your book is telling you, like it's taking people through the steps of how to actually turn that pain.
Well, yeah,
into profit?
it's enlightening the mindset that you have to incorporate to be able to turn your pain into profit. You got to embrace that shit, bro.
So
it is what it is.
You're hitting the mindset more so than the structure of how to do the.
Yeah, the structure come with my one-on-ones and my you know what I'm saying?
So they want the structure, they want to learn how to do the business, you give them the personal one-on-one training.
Yeah, I give you personal one-on-one, or I give you the whole blueprint to do it yourself.
Do you make them read your book first before they
No, but I would strongly suggest that you do it. You get what I'm saying?
That way they can get into the headspace of
you
what
got to get in
about
the headspace, bro. It's a mindset.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? This shit ain't got nothing to do with skill for real. It got everything. So, bro, some
90%
people
mental.
Yeah, some people like it's 90% business, 10% talent with this shit. You get what I'm saying? But you gotta have a business mindset. And you know, nigga, I'm standing on business, bro. No, you gotta stand on like your business. You gotta be reliable, dependable, responsible, accountable,
emotionally controlled.
Some
they ain't got the emotional control. They getting mad, they switching up, and I'm like, bro, you gotta have emotional control. This is all about networking. Your network is your net worth.
Exactly.
Like if you don't know how to control your emotions, you're gonna be ruining a lot of relationships.
Well, a lot of us can't control our emotions because a lot of us raised by women.
That's true.
So really, a lot of us be bitch ass niggas. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm a realist, bro.
Please,
you know what I'm saying? A lot of us be bitch ass niggas and don't know it.
I believe
you know what I'm saying? Like, cause there's no way a boy can
man around that's gonna check him and tell
how
him
a boy gonna
like
become a man and his daddy ain't there.
Yeah.
So now you go outside with these dysfunctional ass niggas that's bitch ass niggas too, right? And everybody faking, everybody pump faking and seeing what they see on TV and shit. You know what I'm saying? Pulling this motherfucker out 30, 45 seconds. So now this is who, in your mind, you this motherfucker that you portraying for 45 seconds. You hear me?
Got 100,000 likes.
Yeah, you got
45 seconds,
man,
and you ain't half the shit.
Man, it's fucked up out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do, bro. I try to bring it back in, home and back home, and let guys know that, bro. Just because you make you make mistakes, it doesn't make you a mistake. But a lot of us won't look at it because that's how we heard it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The best thing that I ever done, bro, was look myself in the eye and told myself, bro, back in 2010, Chris, man, you full of shit.
Be honest with yourself.
For the first fucking
honest. Time. For the first time in your life.
Butt naked. You loud.
I hate my fucking self.
I ain't never hated myself.
I hated myself. That's why I had to change.
No,
that's where I got to the point where
I hated what I ain't never hated myself, but I hated what
myself.
I was doing.
Yeah, hating what I was doing.
Yeah.
Correct
You know what I'm
myself because
saying?
I hated the way I treated people. I hated the way I acted sometimes. Like I had to hate a lot of the character traits that I was showing and I was doing. So that's when I got to the point where I said, you know what, fuck that shit. And I stopped blaming my parents. I stopped blaming everybody for the shit that's going on in my life. If I'm still breathing, I got the opportunity to make the change myself, bro.
Man, you know how many guys I gave to business, man, because my mama left me?
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
I held that shit right here.
Yep.
Bitch, look, nigga get to tripping out.
Like, why you hit me so hard, Chris? Daddy wasn't fucking hit.
Hey, I'm talking about, you do it. Yeah, I'm talking about, boy, I was.
That trauma will hit you, bro. It'll make you change who you are. And that's why I try to tell people you got to let go of that childhood trauma and turn into that adult.
Yeah, I created a Frankenstein, man.
Yeah, you missing out.
Everything is habitual, right? everything, right? So if you psych yourself out enough to tell yourself that you a gangster, and then everybody else telling you the same shit, right? So now a lot of us don't know, bro. 7 out of 10 of us, we're people pleasers. You hear me? So what I used to be what you said I was, what the hood thought I was, right? Because I didn't know, I didn't have no identity.
Look good to everybody. You want to make sure you look.
I'm so grateful, man. Today, bro, I ain't got nothing to prove or nothing that move. You hear me? I'm telling you, bro. I done seen it all, done it all. Only thing I ain't never seen was a UFO and a bitch I need. You know what I'm saying? Aside of that, bro, I don't got nothing to prove or nothing that move because, you know, I got DOC numbers trying to prove something to another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Then when I did a nice stretch for some of the homies, right? One of my partners got jumped, right? You know, I ride SS Monte Carlos, been always on that. I come hanging out the window, right? And wind up getting in some serious shit. Didn't take my collect calls.
Damn.
Ain't no money get on my book. You know what I'm saying? So I slowly started to wake up then, but bro, like I said, back in 2010, when that situation happened, everything hit me. I'm done.
Yeah, so you got to the point where you like, fuck it, I'm just gonna make the change.
Yeah, my foot fat in the motherfucker. I'm responsible, you know what I'm saying? For myself. So I've been stabbed 5 times in my sleep. I've been shot 3 times. You know what I'm saying? I overdosed twice. Oh my died God. For 3.5. Look, you see this right here?
You got Wolverine in your body.
No, I ain't got no muscle in my right arm. Cut my main artery. Died for 3.5 minutes. Had a blood transfusion. You get what I'm saying? Checked out this motherfucker.
I know niggas that hit their head and they died. You went through all that shit. You meant to be here, bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
That's
so
crazy.
I'm not just taking it for granted no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm just one of the ones that ain't just pointing my finger, but I'm really trying to I'm trying to be of service, man.
Just make sure you giving back, and I see it already. You giving back, bro. So I'm just saying it for the people just to hear me say it to you. But I already know you giving back, bro. I see what you're doing. But I appreciate you for joining me, bro. And thank you so much for sharing your story, bro. Before we get out of here, I have a segment that I want to do, right? And I'm trying to bring it out. It's called School Them, and I want you to try to school the people pretty much. Leave them with something that they could take away from this, like a main point that you want them to take away from your interview.
School them, huh? The main point is, bro, the main point I would leave them with: the chosen are those that choose to be chose, right? You got to make a decision, bro. Stop living a lie. You know what I'm saying? Find out who you are, what you like, what you don't like, and what you willing to do to change either or. You get what I'm saying? Man, just reach down inside of there, man, and figure you out. You know what I mean? And that's just been the case with a lot of the people that I hire. And man, we lost, bro. Motherfuckers don't even know. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm just adamant, man, about trying to be one of the ones. I ain't perfect.
Nah, nobody
by
is.
Long shot. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect.
But I just feel obligated to I've taken so much from the universe. I've taken so much, bro. I've taken so much. You know what I'm saying? And
well, you deserve everything you got, bro. And I'm just proud of you. If you don't hear from anybody else, bro, I'm proud of you for everything that you did, brother. For real. So real quick, for the people that want to find you and look you up, where can they find you at, bro?
Facebook, Chris Gregory. Instagram at Chris Connections on Instagram, and then TikTok. I just been playing with it. Chris Connections 1. You know what I'm saying? On the internet, on Instagram is where, you know what I'm saying, my sister been telling me for the longest, hey, you need to show these guys how to get up out the hood. You know what I'm saying? So I done start cutting my phone on, you know, I show you how to leverage credit. You know what I mean? Get business credit, all the same things
and they
that I done.
Your book, they can find your book there too, right?
Yeah, you can find it on Instagram. It's in the link. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, go to the link in his bio, Chris Connections. Check out his ebook. He gonna get you straight. He gonna put you on the game, y'all. So I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Yo, bro, that's love, man. I really appreciate you for tuning in, man. And I wish you nothing but the success You meant to be here. You're like, you don't understand what God put on your life, bro. So just keep doing what you're doing. And I see you blessing people out
Yeah,
there.
Lord
So,
willing.
yeah, you
ain't
making
no
a
stopping
change. He putting you out there and you doing the work, bro. So
No doubt.
I just thank God for your life, bro. And I appreciate you for pulling up, bro.
Appreciate it,
Within
man.
love, man.
No doubt.